With Andor Season 2 and Kiss of the Spider-Woman coming out sometime this year, I'm not going to have this big of an obsession with Diego Luna without making some content out of it. Now, before we start, I want to make something very clear. I'm not ranking these things based on Diego Luna's acting.
Because he's perfect in everything.
I'm ranking these things based on how good they are as a show/movie or whatever as a whole. And yes, I'm including things that Diego Luna has directed himself. Let's get started. Tales of Arcadia. No, I'm not counting each individual show. We're clumping the whole franchise into one thing. I've mentioned this a couple times on this channel, but I love this show, if I don't think about the movie. If you ask me, Krull was done dirty, but I'll save that for another video. It's a huge comfort show for me, so without question, S. League of Super Pets. Not gonna lie, when I first heard of this movie, I thought it was either gonna be really good or really bad.
You know how when you hear about something and you can see it being bad, not like it looks bad, but just that you can see how it can go wrong?
But I was pleasantly surprised with how funny and sweet this movie is. I freaking love Kate McKinnon's character, and seeing Diego Luna as a ball of anxiety is something I never knew I needed. A tier. My in the 3. I know I made a whole other tier list about this show, but I had to mention it again. It's such a good show, while it is also a source of tension for me. I don't know how that's possible. I really don't have much else to say about it. S. The Book of Life. Do I really need to say anything? This is how I discovered Diego Luna in the first place. It's the one that created the monster you see before you today. S. The Terminal. This movie is extremely underrated. It's so heartwarming and wholesome. And the one thing I hate is the antagonist. He flip-flops on his goals with Victor constantly. It was so annoying. Do you want him to stay or leave? Pick a lane, dude. Anyway, S tier. Bloodfather. I've only seen this movie once, but from what I remember, this movie was actually pretty boring. I saw this with my mom, and we both agreed that it had an interesting concept, but poor execution.
Plus, Diego was there for like 5 minutes. What a waste.
I think D. Havana Nights. Would you be mad at me if I said I've only seen the original Dirty Dancing once? I know, shame me all you want, but I do not care. It's not the best movie I've ever seen, mind you, but I do really like this movie for reasons. I think A is a good place for it. Yeah, A. Casa de mi Padre.
Oh boy.
I've seen a lot of people hype up this movie saying it was hilarious, but I do not like this movie. It's just so bad. I get it, okay? The point was to make fun of telenovela tropes, and it's not meant to be taken seriously. I love shows and movies that don't take themselves seriously. But the movie just wasn't funny to me. I think I laughed at like 1 or 2 jokes, including a bit where Diego Luna's character turned off the dramatic background music via the radio. But other than that, that's about it. I just didn't think it was funny. No regrets. F. Rogue One. I think I've mentioned this before, but I first got into Star Wars when Diego Luna became a part of it.
Don't judge me.
I don't want to hear any Star Wars debate in the comments. This is honestly such a good movie, and the ending has recently started to make me tear up. Genuinely breaks my heart, but so freaking good. S tier. Criminal. I haven't seen this movie recently, but I remember it being kind of interesting.
Mind you, we didn't fully understand what was happening.
Sometimes you just have to nod along and ask no questions, okay? I do remember that I genuinely did not see the ending coming. Maybe I should rewatch it again sometime? I guess for now I'll put it in C. Todo va a estar bien. I don't know about the divorce process in Mexico, but this was an interesting show. I liked how the show explained how things can be more complicated when kids are involved, and how ultimately, sometimes divorce is what's best for the family. Maybe they'll get along better because of it.
Don't take us out of context.
I might rewatch it one day, so yeah, B. Narcos Mexico. This and the original Narcos taught me about the war on drugs in Mexico and Colombia. It's honestly really interesting. And yes, I know how good Diego Luna looks in this show, but that doesn't mean I'm attracted to his character. I'm not a psychopath. A. Elysium. Again, I've only seen this once, but I wasn't necessarily impressed by it. Kinda like Bloodfather, it was an interesting concept, but the execution wasn't the best. I don't know, it just wasn't very memorable. C. Mr. Lonely. This movie is just really something else. I haven't seen it in a long time, but in hindsight, it's kind of a fever dream.
This is like something a film student would make.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. Artsy. And I don't mean that as a compliment. The concept was interesting though, like C or D. I think D works. And/or. I think we all know where this belongs. Wander Darkly. I really want to rewatch this movie. It's artsy, but in a good way.
This was also the first time something with Diego Luna made you cry.
Hey, the ending was sad!
You might cry more if you watch it again.
Shut up! I remember watching this with my parents and they were just behind me dissecting symbolism and theories the whole time. They were really analyzing the movie. I'll put it in B for now. Solo Dios sabe. I do remember liking this movie. I've only seen it twice, but I never felt the urge to watch it again. It is kind of sad, but it is pretty good. I don't know, I guess C? Crow. I don't have too much to say about this one either. I've literally only seen it once. I do remember thinking the art style was cute. I guess C just because I don't think about it. Mr. Pig. I think I need to do more research about this movie because I remember Diego Luna saying how this movie was for his dad. I feel like if I knew the context, I'd like it better. Random fact, but when I first saw Roma, I didn't like it, but then I heard about the context behind it, and when I saw it again, I liked it a lot more. That might happen for this movie, so let's be generous and place it in B for now. Flatliners. Okay. Admittedly, I do not like horror. I'm not a horror person, but this movie is the closest I'll ever get to crossing that line. Every review I've seen of this movie says it's bad, but I don't like horror, and I'm biased, so shut up.
But we did appreciate people in reviews saying Diego Luna was the only good actor in that movie. Score!
I've been wanting to watch this movie again for ages, but I just don't know where to find it. B. La Máquina. Props to the makeup department in this show because, good lord, Diego looks... I mean, he just...
Look at him!
I didn't notice how weird he looked until my sister pointed it out, and massive kudos to Diego for willingly going through those uncomfortable prosthetics. And also, don't ever do that again. Let me tell you, when I finished this show, I had to take a moment to process what I had just seen before sobbing. But hey, it's honestly a really interesting show. And you know what? Yeah, S tier. So yeah, this is my official tier list of the things I've seen that have Diego Luna involved. And the rest of his stuff I've never seen. Maybe I'll update you guys on this tier list the more I watch of him, and trust me, I'll definitely be watching more of him, especially this year. My family is gonna love me. Wow. This list was kind of weird to put together. It was also kind of eye-opening for me. I'd think I'm done, but then I'd remember another Diego Luna thing I've seen. I didn't realize how much I've seen of him throughout my life. I also thought a lot of Diego Luna projects had him die, at least the ones I've seen. But looking at this list, not really. Though at the same time, I feel like I'm not wrong to believe that. I feel like he dies in a lot of his stuff. And Book of Life doesn't count. Being resurrected doesn't count. I just realized as I'm recording this that I didn't put in the One That Got Away music video. Actually, random story time. When I first saw it, it was because I had come home from school one day and my sister left me a note to watch the music video as there was a surprise. And I was really surprised to see that Diego Luna was in it. My mouth was just hanging open the whole time. I haven't seen that video in a long time. I don't know. I don't want to say it's bad. But I do know that he was also in another music video. I don't remember the artist's name, but it was in Spanish. I think it's called El Beso. If someone finds it, let me know. I mean, it's kind of a weird music video. Like, it cuts between the dancer not the dancer, like the singer putting on a bit of a show for Diego Luna and this weird dinner with a lot of people. Yeah, so it cuts between that. I think it's called El Beso. If someone wants to confirm that in the comments, that'd be greatly appreciated. I don't know why I didn't include the music videos. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I just completely forgot about them, but I don't really know how to rank them. But yeah, I love Diego Luna. From what I obviously don't know him. He's a total stranger, but from what I've seen in interviews and all that, he seems like such a sweetheart, and I hope he's doing all right. If he's happy, I'm happy for him, you know? He's such a great actor, and I know that he has awards, but I just want to see him with an award, like win an award at an award show. But be safe out there, guys, and I really hope that things are good and well. Yeah. I love you, Diego Luna. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, I'll be in the fandom zone. Bye!